I've only spent about 3 hours with Cyberpunk 2077, and I feel safe after watching other people's reviews and my 3 hours of gameplay to tell you that you 100%, whether you've already purchased it, whether you've already pre-ordered it, you absolutely should consider waiting before you play Cyberpunk 2077. I've only played about 3 hours of the game, and in that period of time, I've come across two major bugs. One in the tutorial mission, and then another that kept the storyline from progressing until I reset it. And that's enough to where I think just that alone, playing the 1.02 version of the game on the Xbox Series X, I can recommend that you need to wait until this game gets some fixes in place. But that's major bugs. When I'm talking about minor bugs, they are all over the place. I've seen textures not loading. I am seeing pop-in. I am seeing NPCs not doing stuff properly. When I took V to her apartment and I looked in the mirror and there's a list of emotes that she can express by selecting any of them, she did like none of the emotes. Besides the story-breaking bugs that you may encounter that will require you to reload the game, you're very likely to just be put off by the current state of the game with the 1.02 patch that I'm currently playing through, which I think is the current version. I'm pretty sure that's the current version. Now, it looks like 1.03, I guess, is the most recent patch for PC, and it should roll out soon for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. So if you're playing the PC version, good luck doing that, because on Steam is really lagged right now because of everybody trying to download the game. In fact, I think Steam almost crashed for a short period of time today. But if you're able to get the 1.03 version of the game, it's supposed to have a good number of fixes, but that's not out on consoles just yet. So at the very least, if you're playing it on console, you should wait a few days. But I'm just going to be honest with you, I currently do not have faith that 1.03 is going to make this a complete game or anything close to it. I think even with patch 1.03, you're still going to see bugs and issues with the game that you probably want to avoid on your playthrough. So even with patch 1.03, I'd say waiting a few weeks, if not a few months, is probably the best decision. But I do want to point out something very serious. Based on what I have seen of this game, whether it's the graphic quality, the world design, the way Night City looks, the branching storyline, there's so much here worth getting involved in and worth playing. And if you absolutely have to play it now, I think it's worth putting up with the bugs if you have to. I don't recommend it. If you can wait, I would recommend that instead. But I hope you do not give up on this game. I hope you do not choose to skip it just because it came out in a buggy release. This isn't a Ubisoft game that they are going to abandon. This isn't a BioWare game that they're going to abandon. They are working hard on this game, and I believe that we can trust CD Projekt Red to make this game as good as it can be. And it's already really good if you're able of overlooking the bugs. Based on the reviews of people who have completed the game, even in a really buggy state, and based on the gameplay experience that I have had so far, I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime RPG that you're not going to get anywhere else. And it looks like some of the systems aren't fully fleshed out, but what is really fleshed out here is the storyline and the side quest, and let's be honest, that's why a lot of us play RPGs. If you're one of those people that play RPGs for that reason, then you will definitely enjoy this one. I know so many people are frustrated by the delays, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that I wish that CD Projekt Red had delayed it one more time to spring to iron out as many of these bugs and as many of these performance issues as humanly possible, because as of right now, playing it technically 4 hours before it comes out, 12 hours before the day one patch on consoles, it's just not a great experience. It's not the great experience that we were all hoping for, but it's still really, really good. Do not sleep on this game. Do not skip it. But absolutely do not feel the pressure to play it now. I think you're better off waiting. Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. Now I'm going to go finish it for review purposes, and if I wasn't doing that for review purposes, I'd take my own advice and wait.